You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. You're listening to Liberty. You're listening to... Sorry, I was going to see if you guys were really listening.
Yeah, we're listening. I thought you were having some sort of stroke.
Most of the time I am, but yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
I was glitching. The AI,
I know, I was
sorry.
I'm like, has the Matrix tricked me up? I'm like, why are we repeating all of a sudden? I'm like,
we
this is
switched the
live.
station and changed the channel.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a live broadcast. Why am I hearing the same thing over again?
I actually had something to say, and then I forgot. I started staring at the butt picture, and I couldn't focus.
Yeah. If you're not watching, Ben has a picture of Madonna's butt behind his head.
It's a Monday.
Hi, I'm Jason, and a wise woman once said, "No ragazzo, no, no ragazzo, no. Del mio amore non ridere." Not bad, right?
Well.
Okay, fine. Show me up. It's
brought his biceps and his bilingual, you know?
Yeah.
Jason's filling in for Tony, who we send our love to Tony. He was caught at work, so he couldn't join us tonight, but welcome, Jason.
Yeah, I can't follow that Italian and be all like la la. So I'm just gonna lean over here, let mother sit on my face, and it's Ben. Hey everybody.
Oh my God, Ben, you're gonna get us banned from YouTube for
We are not. She's wearing that hideous outfit, like whatever. Ben
was nestling his head in between Madonna's bosom. Her cheeks. Oh, not her bosom. Her cheeks. And hey, everybody, it's Stefan. Welcome to another episode of MLVC. It's a Monday night. We're all a little out of it, I guess, because it's spring weather has sprung, and it's a little bit of spring fever here, but hopefully it won't dive too much into cold again after that. You know, it's faux spring. It's that faux. It's like it's teasing us. Liberty, I know you've been sweating your ass off. Yeah, I know.
We actually had a little cool. It was a little cooler this weekend, so
you could whip out your Madame X tour jacket or your celebration tour jacket.
Yeah, it always happens for spring break. It's rainy and cool, and that's good in the sense that, you know, like, we need rain, but at the same time, it's like, but it's my first week off.
Put your Vogue costume on, and that's your costume for the night.
For the night, yes.
For the night, yeah. I usually say this at the end, but I'm saying it at the beginning. If you've not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, tick that subscribe button so you never miss a video, because we love you. We're an indie podcast, and we need the subscriptions. So, and follow us on social. Well, before we get to reality, let's whisk ourselves away to the land of make-believe for some good old-fashioned rumors. Madonna rumor mill.
Madonna rumor mill.
Madonna rumor mill.
Madonna rumor mill. I never said that.
Yes, Madonna rumor mill. Allegedly, The Sun was reporting that Madonna filmed a music video last week in London, and apparently this is an X-rated doozy of a music video. Again, we like to tread lightly when it comes to The Sun because they're technically a tabloid. I mean, it's not really a hard... They're as much of a credible news source as we are. But yeah, apparently they were saying it was her most ambitious feat yet. There's like 40-some dancers, acrobats, Cirque du Soleil people. There was an intimacy coordinator. When they say X-rated, literally, I'm like, how can she get worse than the sex book? You know, like her most ambitious music. I'm like, okay, is it an orgy? Like, what are we talking about here? What do you think, Jason? What are your thoughts on?
I mean, I feel as though it would be totally in line if she did do something along these lines. So I feel like there's probably hints, like there's some little threads in there that are probably accurate because of, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if she did something that would be so outrageous at this point. I mean, that's kind of classic her, and I feel as though she hasn't done something like that so provocative in a long time.
Yeah.
So I think it would be cool if she did something like this, and I think it's hopefully it's accurate. She's also, I feel like she's probably really competitive and might want to do something really interesting. So let's see. I just don't know if there's that much of a budget for what they're saying. So that I think will be really the question if that's the case. But yeah, I mean, couldn't you see, what did they say? Cirque du Soleil and like dancers. I think that's going to make a lot of sense. Should be cool.
Yeah, I guess out of context, like, let's say this is true, that what she's doing is actually happening. I think the only reason why we sort of can't sort of see it is because we don't know the context of the music, you know? Like, it would be like if somebody sort of told us she was doing some sort of X-rated video before we even knew what erotica was.
Right.
You know, like,
Right.
We would have never understood what, like, well, what? You know, even Justify My Love. Had somebody told us after the Vogue video that Madonna's going to do some scandalous, you know, threesome orgy video this in some hotel, and we'd be like, come on, like, what are you talking about? So I like the idea of her pushing boundaries at 67 sexually. You know, it's sort of, she's not going into the night quietly, you know, it's she's going to make because you know that's going to get tongues wagging, right?
Sure will.
Liberty, I'm seeing some hesitation on your face.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
not want her to get tongues wagging?
I'll tell you the only reason I don't is because I worry about what people will say. And I know that she's been through all of it. I just don't want her to be facing again a barrage of negativity. You're too old for this, grandma, all the negative stuff that comes out. I'm curious. I want to see, you know I'll be watching. I'll be buying it if it's pushed to video right away. You know, it's not me personally. I think I'm always on the protective mode when it comes to Madonna. And
but isn't all press good press at this point? You know, if that many people were like, put it away, you know, we don't want to see this, people are going to watch it because they got to see what everyone's talking about.
Yes, and I do think that you know, given the sort of unfortunate trend towards a different sort of religious direction that things have been going, I think that it's needed, right, as like the oppositional force, so to speak.
Yeah, she's pushing against puritanical values. I mean, that's something she's always sort of done. You know?
And it makes sense if, you know, as you mentioned, going out with, you know, not going out quietly kind of a thing. I mean, if we're really talking about if this is possible, that this could be the last big hurrah music, like a album situation, then no holds barred, right? I mean, take the lid off of that, you know, pop thing, and then watch everything explode.
Ben, what are your thoughts? Do you welcome Dita coming back?
I mean, sure, but I don't think she's coming back. Even the digital sun is only good to line a bird cage. But I also, I just, what is X-rated in today's world, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, there's the religious people who have become prudes, but honestly, people under 30 have become prudish, even as they all have like 10 OnlyFans subscriptions and green circles on Instagram and their Finstas and all that kind of stuff. So like, you know, it's like this weird like push and pull between the public self and the private self, and then everything is permissible. So I don't actually think there's that much to gain from a sort of highly provocative video. I am more interested in her chasing artistic value. So if it's quote unquote salacious, but there's some sort of point of view that is artistic and creative, then sure. If it's just salacious to be salacious, everybody has the algorithm to give them all the salaciousness they want. And the algorithm is not going to benefit her in this situation. So, yeah.
When I read it, I have to say what came to my mind immediately was it was sexual. That was the aesthetic that I envisioned, because, you know, FK Twigs has such an athleticism and acrobaticism about her physically, right? And I mean, I'm a little bit nervous to say that, or I guess reticent to say that any of this would be true, because I haven't seen any movement from any of the usual dancer people. So, you know,
a lot of the celebration tour dancers are with FKA. they're with
Yeah.
Twigs,
Right.
so she can't rely on like James Van Fon or a lot of the. I know I keep trying to track to see who's available or like who's possibly working with her.
That's how you
And
know things.
if they are, they're being very quiet. So
Right.
it's interesting to.
It's not like they could share, right? Like back to work, right? They couldn't be like filming themselves. Come with me as a day on a Madonna video.
Yeah.
But Twigs is on tour again right now, right?
Yeah, so a couple of those, like James Van
so
Fom, and I think a couple of the other celebration dancers that were with Twigs on that small promo tour she was doing for Eusexia, they are going on the world tour with her now. So they're not working with Madonna.
Yeah.
But hey,
I think she's gonna push what 67 is at this point. Whether it's sexual, whether it's physical, I think she's going to try to just push herself to as far as she can go. So whatever the details are from that article, I think that she's going to do something really interesting with whatever she comes out with at this point.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited too. I think it's fun. I think when she gets in that place where she's trying to push boundaries, that's when it's like it's surprising and exciting. And it's when again, like we've said before, when there's something at risk for her, or when she's got something on the line, she really amps it up because she, like this is a make or break album for her. I mean, I know it sounds weird to say that, but like to me, if this isn't successful for her, I don't know what the future of her music career would look like. Like Warner is apparently putting so much on the line for this and like has such a huge budget. I think they, she, Warner, they all need it to be a hit. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. At least it was nice to hear anybody saying anything is happening in the Madonnaverse, rumor or not. I mean, the idea is probably there's kernels of truth in there. There's probably been a video filmed. This then would be the second of them, right?
Right. So if we're keeping track, there was that first video that we heard she was doing, which I'm forgetting where it was or when it was happening.
LA with Sabrina,
she was in LA, right? Oh, yeah. The Sabrina Carpenter rumor. Possibly 2 videos, maybe one with Sabrina, one solo while she was in LA. And then now this other video in London. Ben mentioned, I think in our pre-show, that she's pulling the Madame X repertoire of stockpiling music videos so that way they can just all roll out over time so she can do whatever she needs to do. I'd like to know that maybe part of the silence or lack of visibility of hers is that she's in a dance studio learning choreo for all these videos and hopefully the promo tour that she's going to do. Fingers crossed, putting it out there, trying to manifest. But that's what I like to think. When she's quiet, I'm just like, no, she's icing her knees and her feet and she's learning choreo till odd hours of the night and she's going to bring it. That's my hope.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
Manifest.
Yeah. Jason, pray on your rosary. Yeah.
Bless yourself and genuflect.
Yeah, bless your flesh and yes. Okay, well, enough fantasizing. Let's get down to business. There's plenties of goings on in the Madonnaverse.
She'll take you there to get down to town.
Over it. Liberty's so over it. At this point, she's just
my
why
voice,
did
I don't know if you can hear. Like I have a little thing going
got some
on.
rasp.
Yeah, a little Stevie Nicks going on. A little Miley Cyrus.
Well, yeah. It's very scratchy today.
Stand back. That's right. Don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for little This Week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
Well, Madonna's Into the Groove is the latest old song, classic Madonna song that's charting again thanks to fitness influencer Jim Skin. I have no idea who he is, but apparently he's the latest TikTok influencer to use a Madonna song that has now catapulted it. Last I checked, it's now at number 17 on the UK music charts. That song hasn't been on the charts in 40 years, and it's amazing that it's back. I keep telling everybody to stream it. I've been streaming it nonstop. One, because I love Into the Groove. It's one of those like standard quintessential Madonna songs that I became obsessed with when seeing Desperately Seeking Susan. That movie did 2 things for me. It gave me a jacket obsession, and I was obsessed with Into the Groove.
Yeah.
But So I'm more than happy to have Into the Groove be required listening right now. We've gone from Thief of Hearts now to Into the Groove.
I never get tired of it.
No, I know. And there's a couple different versions to sort of keep you happy, which is kind of nice. I've been listening to the single version, which is on the technical flip side of Angel, but because and this is the thing that I love about that original version that's not other than the demo version, which to me is my quintessential. That's like the standard version for me, the demo version. But that single version of Into the Groove, I love because it's a really long, slow fade out at the very end. And if you turn up the volume really loud at the very end, you can hear her say, "Oh, yeah." And she, like, that's how the song ends. So it's like, however, she just keeps saying, your love to me, get into the groove. And she says, yeah, at the very end. And I love that because that's not in any of the other versions. So but you have to turn it up. It's like the motorcycle at the end of, what's the Sean Penn divorce song where he's from Like a Prayer,
Till Death Do Us Part.
Till Death Do Us Part, thank you. I was like, your luck is running. I had it in my head. But yeah, so you have to turn it up at the very end of Into the Groove and you can hear that. And it's not on any other version.
I'll have to listen for that.
Yeah, those are the weird things that I spend my time doing.
Clearly, you've been a very busy boy.
Yeah, it's turning up songs at the very end to hear.
Okay, is this dim skin person real or AI? I looked at their Instagram and I'm so confused. Like, I was like,
believe he's real.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
it looks like AI.
No, I just saw an interview with him today. Somebody was asking him about using Into the Groove, and he was like, "Yeah, I love Madonna. He's British or something." And like,
okay, so he's done some like looks maxing to himself. Then, okay.
So he took a hammer to his cheek or chin to.
I just. Yeah, when you're off of the internet for a while, because I really wasn't on social media for like almost a week, and then you like look something like this up, and you're like, you like question reality. You're like, oh my God, is this person real? Like, wow, okay.
Thankfully.
Jason, are you up on the whole look smacking thing or whatever it is?
What I was going to say was that. I was going to say is
look
that
smacking is like the influencer thing about doing extreme things, from picking hammers to your face, massive amounts of Botox, crying meth.
Like it's not like it's like the guy. It's like
yeah, it's like the male version of like extreme plastic surgery stuff, and it's so wild.
Like that one kid that's like doing crystal meth to help him lose weight.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, just lay off the cupcakes or something. Like it's
well, but it's fascinating to see these influencers. I'm sure he's a nice person. We're not, just so we're clear on the record, we're not slagging this person off, like whatever.
Allegedly, my opinion only.
Yeah, it's just like, I was so taken aback when I looked at the actual TikTok. I'm like, this is real? Like, I had to question if it was AI. Like, that's...
He definitely has an interesting... He has an interesting look, but what I think is so cool about this is that he's like a gym bro, and so fine, like whatever his face is fine, but the fact that he's got all these like gym bro kids doing this follow that tune thing, it's this whole audio that they're using, and they do this horrible dance to it. It's like if you thought back to like 1985 to how people are dancing to it now, you would cringe because it's so bad. But listen, he does love Madonna because he also did a TikTok using the Kick Frozen song. So he's definitely he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
wow.
He's like, and I will say, 5 hours ago, my boyfriend just sent me this. Cruz Beckham just did a TikTok to this exact audio, the follow that tune, and does the Into the Groove, and they do this kind of weird shoulder dance to it, and it's terrible, but it's kind of going everywhere, which I think is I think it's great because
you say shoulder dance, and all I can think of is Impressive Instant Drown World.
Oh my God, the Impressive Instant choreo was so good.
And those two gay guys jumping in the front row, and I'll be like, I'm right there with you.
Yes. Also, we can't take sides in the Beckham family feud, so we have to stay away from that one. I'm not having Posh thighs coming after me. No, I love you, Posh. I have no opinions.
This isn't Brooklyn. This is Cruz. So he's kind of still on the end.
I mean, there.
You
Yeah,
don't even want to talk about it. Fine.
yeah.
But still, the fact that he's doing the trends, I think this is a pretty. Listen, right before an album launches, this is a pretty big deal, and like that with Thief of Hearts, and I think it's cool that this younger generation is so like it's interesting because they're not getting it the way we got her, right? We got it chronologically, we got it artistically. I mean, we're very lucky to have that. They're getting like little tidbits, and to the point of Into the Groove, the best part of that song is the bridge, and they don't even know the bridge of that song, which is like such a shame. But with that said, they still love it, and I think it's a really cool way that they're getting it now 40 years later. I just saw this other completely different conversation, but this other video of these two kids who they were asking people what their favorite song is, and the other guy was just like, oh, Hung Up by Madonna. Random 20-year-olds, and they were like classic. So it's kind of cool that these young kids are getting it in a different way now.
Yeah, and it even came up. Now my son and I have completely different FYPs. Like, he's 14, but it came up while he was scrolling through videos. I heard Into the Groove, and he goes like, because he knows, right? He's got to make mom happy, and I was like, a teachable moment. Yes, do you know the story of that song, son? Let me tell you. Basically, she really wanted to hurry up and finish recording because she wanted to go across the street and dance with some Puerto Rican boys. So, what? He said, what? I just have to give you a little history lesson. That's all.
Yeah. But look, I'm excited that Into the Groove is getting some additional love. It's, it's a great song of hers.
I'm glad too. I mean, that's the best. That's one of the best ones. So, and especially after when we couldn't include it on our singles episode.
Well, we did get some pushback because people were like, it was a single in the UK, and we were like, well, as United States residents, United States residents, we didn't get it as a single, so we didn't put it in this list. But yes, if we ever do a UK top 10 best singles of the UK, we will include Into the Groove. So,
that was so funny.
I'm excited to go and listen. I just got the You Can Dance vinyl. So I'm super excited. I'm going to go downstairs and listen to that later.
Oh, that's fun. What? Yeah. So was it 4 and 4? Like 4 songs on one side, 4 songs on the other side? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's fun. God, I love me some Spotlight.
Isn't Up Down Sweet also having? I saw this on some blog that I follow, and then I saw on Instagram that Up Down Sweet is getting some sort of like dance choreo challenge thing that's just taking off too now.
She used it in one of it's like a sample, right?
Oh, I could get behind that. I freaking love that. That whole Rain maxi single is just like chef's kiss.
When I was in London over the summer last year, me and one of our listeners, Michael, we were hanging out and we were walking in a neighborhood. He was just touring me around, and we're walking by some sort of like outdoor like thrift market or whatever, and I was like, wait. I'm like, I hear her. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I like walked into the market and I was like, it's Up Down Sweet. See, it's up. He's like, how the hell did you hear that? I'm like, that is my skill, Michael. I'm like, no matter where I'm at, I can hear her. She follows me. So I love
how can we get Over and Over to go viral?
I know, right? That would be amazing.
Yeah, well, we need to just hire influencers to do it. Jason, why don't you start the trend?
I will make that happen.
You're a burgeoning fitness influencer. Just do some sort of like shirtless peck bounce with Over and Over, I mean,
because ideally, like the message of the song, right? Like, I mean, this is a good moment for that.
Yeah. Total gym message. Get up again over and over, come on. Yeah, bump, 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 bump.
Oh, yes.
It's perfect. All right, we're going to expect to see that from you in the coming week, Jason.
Yeah, some cardio, please.
Get on that, please. Thank you. Yes, running. There you go.
Sweaty cardio.
Thank you. Madonna attended the Dolce & Gabbana fashion show in Milan about 2 weeks ago. Because her and Dolce & Gabbana are BFFs now, because I have a feeling that they're probably supporting her entire album era as the like people who are dressing her. If it's not official, allegedly, we're going to say that Dolce & Gabbana is dressing her in this new era. Ka-ching, when she shows up at a fashion show, she's getting a paycheck. But let's talk about the fashion show before we get to after the fashion show. It was a very busy weekend for Madonna in Milan. fashion show, I love that the fashion show didn't start until she arrived. It was like, and what an arrival it was. She just comes in and like everyone's holding up their phones, filming her as she's walking in. And she looked amazing. I love that she was seated next to Anna Wintour and her boyfriend Akeem. And I do believe Alberto Guerra was, you'd say it better than I do, Liberty.
Guerra?
Yeah, thank you. You roll your R's much better than I do. And he was there in the audience. We didn't see the young male model from the La Bambola video. He was probably off somewhere working,
Hopefully working.
hopefully walking a catwalk somewhere. What did we think of her look for the fashion show? Come on, the heels?
I love the blue gloves with the all black outfit. I was like, that is so extra. I loved it.
Yeah. It was almost like they were like meth lab gloves that she was wearing. Like Breaking Bad. Like, in Breaking Bad, they were always like in the hazmat suits with like the gloves didn't look like fashion gloves. They looked like serious, like she's going into like pour some test tubes and like, it was kind of, but
it reminded me. Yeah, it reminded me of the closing look from the Celebration tour too.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, good call, Ben. Good call. But if you notice, I love that there's little dollops of color that she keeps bringing forward from her Confessions palette, where again, we had that one look where it was like the purple and the like deep like reds, and now
at Rocco's art show,
and now we're sort of like in this blue phase where it's all like these, like this, like it's sort of like the nods to
what magazine was that blue on the cover of? It was that weird cover shoot where she was doing like the strut and she was like in a blue jumpsuit.
I'm not
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With the weird sari hairdo, and she was in like this blue shimmery jumpsuit.
Yeah, I don't remember the magazine, but I remember the look. At this stage of our lives, we're just at this stage of our life. I think that's it. At this stage of our lives, we're just happy we even remember to show up to the show. I mean, it's.
I'm not slip on shoes phase yet, so we're good.
I still have I'm kind of curious. Like, does she? Is this like is it a pattern of hers to do a fashion show pre a fashion campaign right before an album? So I kind of did a little bit of digging, and she did a Versace campaign in 2014 before Rebel Heart was launched on March 15th. Those, if you remember, were these black and white photos with kind of a relaxed hairstyle. And I guess I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was just like, I wish she would just have, like, I'm sure she made a ton of money off of this whole thing. But I feel as though I wish she just kind of launched the new look. I mean, unless this is the new look. It's just not giving me like, this is like Madonna.
Yes.
But like, I'm ready for the next look, which listen, I'm sure it's going to be a different look. I just get that sense.
You think it is?
Thank you for bringing that up, because I was actually going to ask you, as one of our resident hairstylists. If you're looking at the picture behind me and Liberty, this is our next point. We're going to be talking about her performance of La Bambola. That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I was like, this is the hair? Is this the hair that she's going to have for the next album era?
She's been doing this forever, right? I don't know. Listen, maybe it is, and fine. But I feel as though as a hairstylist, and she's been so like, she's not... Every time she does something, she does it differently. Even when it was Rebel Heart or like, she still did that differently, right?
Right.
So I feel as though. So, anyways, going back to a little bit of research, she did a Versace campaign right before Rebel Heart. Confessions, she did a Versace campaign in the summer before Confessions was released in the fall. Going back to Ray of Light, she kind of showed up at the Golden Globes, sort of wearing a Ray of Light looking outfit.
Right.
I just kind of like, I wish, I don't know, maybe it's like a little bit of OCD when she comes out with a new thing. I just wish it was like new. Like, glad she made her money. I kind of wish this wasn't a thing. I don't know. That's just my take.
So wait. Do we think she's actually going to do a new look? I'm not convinced she will.
I wonder if she's holding it until either the Oscars party or maybe the Met Gala. Maybe it's just too soon for her to launch it. You know, like she doesn't want to give it away right now, because the Met Gala would be a really great reveal of that, because that just seems like, when is the Met Gala? It's May, right?
May.
Okay, well,
May
so
4th.
We allegedly hypothetically believe that we're going to get a single from her in late April. That's what I believe is when it's coming. And I'm manifesting that she's going to give me the album as a birthday present in June. So come on, Madonna, come to me. Come give me a birthday present. I need it. I want it. Jason wants it as a fellow Ben wants it there's 3 Geminis on this call right now, and we all want it in time for our birthday. So we'd like a Madonna album. Song of the summer. I mean, come on. But yeah, I think that would be good timing. You know, like the single comes out, she shows up at the Met Gala, you know,
as somebody who does this kind of work, like hair work for this kind of a thing, this is your opportunity to be creative. So I don't think this is going to be the look personally. I just feel like there's so many people who like, this is what we do to make this kind of work. Like, this is what we do for our work. So there's no way that this is what, like, she's not going to stay consistent. Right. Like, it's going to be something different.
So but to think of it logistically, you think she's flip-flopping then. So if she's doing videos for this new era, she's inhabiting those looks for the videos and then giving us this La Bambola look as almost like a red herring. It's like fake out, you know, like this isn't what the look is.
I just feel as though, I guess I was more coming from a place of, I just wish it was a little bit more organized. So like, this fine, do your thing. I just wish there was more, maybe there'll be more space. And I just really want something fresh and different for the new stuff. That's all.
I think
we're gonna get it.
Yeah, and the thing is, and this is just the last, let's say, I don't know, 3 albums. The cohesion is loose. I mean, really not almost even there. It's like, I'm here, but there is no character. Even though Madame X tried, there were too many. And purposefully, right? Because Madame X was meant to be all these different...
dancer, a hooker.
Yes.
You know,
but it still didn't work as... Like, I think she should have had that short, dark bob from the tour, the entirety of the whole vibe. Like, that's what it should have been. But she likes the long blonde parted down the middle. And that's just, you know... And the colorist does a fantastic job.
Yes.
So, you know, great. I think that it's hard too, because, and I'm just going to say, and please don't get mad at me.
Oh, here we go. I'm hold on, everyone. Brace yourselves. Here comes a Liberty Truth Bomb. That's going to be a new segment. Liberty Truth Bomb.
Hot take. Her face is giving so hard. It looks so good. It would be really difficult for her, I think, to do a, you know, totally drastic new thing, because it just, I feel it's difficult to be something else for her anymore, other than the person that you see.
This look works for her. You know, it's very almost, even though as someone who doesn't like to repeat herself, to have this be her signature look now, it's almost like it's brand recognition. And I feel like that's sort of maybe what she needs a little bit more of.
It's also the Goldie Hawn effect. Let's be honest. You get to a certain age, that haircut, it hides a lot of things. And Goldie Hawn used it from the late 80s all the way through to now.
Yeah. Well, God bless Goldie Hawn. She needs a little bit more than a hairstyle to help her out at this point.
But I'm just saying, like, we all know from that, basically from First Wives Club on, she had that same haircut and kept it very specifically because it kind of freezes you in time.
Yeah.
As you have minimal whatever. And that's all well and good. But like, because I'm like Liberty. Oh God, was it Vogue Italia with the Anne Sexton photos with like the wavy curly black hair in the bathtub.
Oh, it was so good.
That should have been the Madam X look from start to finish. That wavy dark wig where she looked like 1972 Anne Sexton, and it like literally freaked me out when I saw those pictures. Because then I got so excited for Madam X. I was like, oh God, just like Bedtime Stories, she's dipping back into her love of late 60s confessional poetry, and it wasn't that.
Right. Then we got the baby Ava wig and an accordion. You know, it was like,
yeah. And which
can we go back to the bathtub, Madonna?
Yeah, but that wig never came back anywhere other than that photo shoot, and some of the World of Madam X video was in there too. I'm like, I'm with Liberty. I want that look. Like, bring it.
I mean, but you know, even for me, even I love her in the corset, obviously, but it's even seeing the La Bambola performance, this look, I think that was it. Like, I don't know if what I'm expecting is more glam when it comes to the La Bambola look, where it's a little less raunch and a little bit more sophisticated, I think. And I don't mean to insinuate that doesn't fit. It's just that it's not. I thought I was going a different direction, just like what we saw in the long form advert. Was a little bit more sophistication, and I like that for her. I think whatever we haven't seen from the La Bambola performance that she did for the after party, there must be something that like a virgin might have been in there, right? Because that's what this is.
Right. So let's talk. So she performed a very private performance. We don't know. I think there was like a very small audience of people. D&G was there, and Madonna showed up looking like a virgin. She was sort of like rehashing her wedding cake performance at the VMAs, and it was cute. So I like that she's, again, sort of reviving things from her past. I think it's very, like, it's an archival like initiative that she's doing right now, where it's reminding people of things from her past. You know, we got the resurgence of, obviously, Thief of Hearts, now Into the Groove. We get this Like a Virgin-esque look, and that's that was the headlines all over. Madonna, Like a Virgin look reappearance. And I think she's smart to know that she's playing up to that, because if she'd come out dressed as like the woman that she looks like, the character from the La Bambola, perfume ad, there wouldn't have been a tie to Like a Virgin, so people wouldn't maybe have given it as much press. And I think she's smart. She knows that she needs to get those eyeballs, get those headlines. And let's talk about the performance. Thought she sounded great.
Did you guys hear? There was like somebody had just extracted the vocal from that. I heard on some social media site. I don't even know now. It sounded amazing.
No, I hadn't, but I mean, I thought she sounded great. It was a lot of people we were all wondering, when she was on the plane posting that she was dancing with her headset, and Stewart was there, and everyone was like, and everyone was like, she's going to release the new single. And I was like, don't.
That's the red herring.
There we go. She's trolling you. Don't fall for it. That's why we didn't go live, because we were like, nope. She's gonna pull the rug out from underneath us. And surprise, Stewart was just on the piano. So he's a man of many talents, and apparently acoustic piano is one of them. So, but yes, I thought she sounded great. I mean, I love that she is so insistent on wearing these tiny stilettos. Like, those heels are like, they could like pierce someone's eyeballs. They're so skinny. And I'm like, someone who has knee and hip issues, if I were her, I would be wearing like flats, you'd never see me in a pair of heels. But
you're not Madonna.
I'm not Madonna, clearly. But I loved her. She sounded great. I think I almost felt like she sounded better there than on the actual recording of the song.
That's what I was waiting to say. I actually thought her performance from the party with or without the cleanup before they posted the video, they couldn't do that much cleanup because there was a very short time between the performance and the release of that video. I was like, oh, vocally, she sounds much better than the release recording. And then you go watch that behind the scenes footage that they put of them recording the song, and you're like, okay, well, what she's sitting there hunched over on the couch recording sounds better than what was on the official recording. I'm like, who mixed that? That was a hot mess.
Yeah. I loved that behind the scenes. So Dolce & Gabbana released, it was him, her, and the studio. So it was 3 little vignettes. It was all behind the scenes stuff of them making the perfume campaign, and loved it. That's the stuff that I want more of. I just want, like, I love watching her work in her creative element. I love that. Like, and maybe it's because of that MTV Ray of Light special where we got to see that, or like, you know, MTV sort of trained me to sort of expect that. We got that with Take a Bow. We got that with Ray of Light. Like, there was those moments where we were just given this behind the scenes look at her creative process, Truth or Dare, you know, like these documentaries where we got to, I'm going to tell you a secret, where she's doing that, like the vocal lessons with her vocal coach. I love that stuff, and we haven't gotten a lot of that in the last 20 years. And I think the last time we saw something like that was maybe Hard Candy, where like she's vacuuming on the set of the Give It To Me video. I'm trying to think of, like,
we got all the posts from the recording sessions of Rebel Heart, because after a year and a half it got to be too much. It was like, how many people are working on this album?
Well,
Lord
but you
have
know what I mean?
mercy.
I mean like a proper, like, edited behind the scenes of her work, which is what I loved about that, being able to see her record and sing those vocals. I just thought she sounded so gorgeous. And I don't know what they did in that final mix, but
yeah, for the listeners, I had weird questions about the fact that she was sitting there at the microphone all hunched over, and I had to ask Liberty, I'm like, is that literally how you because I would think you'd want to be like standing up with your diaphragm extended and all the air coming into your lungs and out of your throat. And Liberty corrected me that that's exactly what you would do when you're recording an album. You'd be sitting there right next to the microphone, talking very softly.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, Liberty, how do you record your music?
Just like what you see right here. I'm sitting down and recording.
In your closet?
I mean, once in a while, if I think, okay, I think I need to be standing for this one just to get more dynamic. I mean, when you are taught to sing, you're taught to do it standing up. At least when I was in choir back in high school, look, nobody come for me. It was only 1 year, but I remember what they told me. You have to stand up, right? Because it opens your diaphragm. And our teacher would never let us sit to sing. Every once in a while, like for warm up, we might be able to like sit on the edge of our chair, so that way your posture is fully erect. But yeah, you really should, you know, and who knows? I mean, this could have just been for the video that she's sitting there. But I've seen other singers do.
Liberty, you know, when you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
That's right. You know, I mean, that's what
my mother told me. I mean,
it was funny. I didn't follow up with that because I was off at the conference, but then I went back to look at some of the footage from Going to Tell You a Secret and some of the other stuff. She was sitting in the chair next to him in his attic when they recorded Confessions, and she was all hunched over. But then, Stefan, to your memory, which is my memory, when they showed her in the studio in LA with Orbit, she was always standing and she had all the candles and so.
But you never know, because it could be the energy that she wants to channel for that specific vibe, you know, like standing creates a much more powerful presence, whereas maybe she's trying to create something, you know, more quiet and subdued and intimate. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, when I did those stellar vocals for our current theme song, Do It Like Madonna, I was deathly sick with strep throat, and I was, you know, huddled on my couch singing over my coffee table. You're very welcome. I know it really played into the mood. Thank you. And if you've not yet downloaded our theme song, Do It Like Madonna by Liberty King, featuring Stefan Marechko, please go out and stream it right now. We'd appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I love it. More of that. I think I wish Madonna would give us more behind the scenes stuff.
Just the behind the scenes stuff alone, that is like, it's addictive because that's what we want to see of her, the process part, the thinking part, the artistry part. Those are the things that are too lacking. Because I mean, okay, posting, beautiful pictures of herself, obviously I love to see that. But the thing that makes us so like, is the mind, like what's going on back here. We want to know more about that. That's what makes us love her more.
It's like when you see rehearsal footage of her doing for the tours, like I love watching the progression of things, or when she's like, when she's doing those, like the camps before the creative camps where she's sort of like conceiving and coming up with ideas and stuff for the tours. It's so fascinating for me. I love it.
Fun stuff.
Our last item on the docket today, Madonna and the Celta Vigo soccer jersey. So Celta had published an open letter to Madonna this week asking if she still had the baby blue and white jersey that she wore during her 1990 concert at its Bailados. I'm sorry, I bastardized that terribly. So they started a small little campaign to sort of get her to respond. They put jerseys on that said, Madonna, do you have it? They had a little performance with her face on if you can see Jason's picture of Madonna wearing the jersey from 1990 Blind Ambition. They put that picture on the field, and then they did a rendition of Like a Prayer. Just when you thought they were never going to get their response, Madonna replied saying, the shirt is hanging in my archives. I'm wearing and representing your team and spirit. Otherwise, sorry, I'm not giving it back.
It's mine now. Finders keepers.
I used that as an excuse to rewatch Blonde Ambition because I was like, oh, I haven't watched that tour in a while. So I rewatched it, and it just brought me back to being a teenager.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. But thinking about the jersey made me think about one of our long-standing wishes, which is how much would we love to have a fashion exhibit of all Madonna's tour outfits?
How about just looking into those archives that she talks about? Has that. Like, the archives must be insane.
Like, how many warehouses are holding all of these clothes? Like, her and Sarah Jessica Parker must just have like an entire, like,
block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks.
Yeah, exactly. They just it must be enormous if she's got all those jerseys that she wore from 1990.
That's what I mean.
I mean, and she's done that at all their shows. Like she's worn like other outfits and T-shirts and jerseys and whatnot. But yeah, I would love to just see do like how the Met Gala does their costume exhibit. Just do a costume exhibit for Madonna's, just her tours, just her tour clothes. I'd be fascinated to. I don't know if any of you saw Jean-Paul Gaultier did one at the, I think it was at the Met, and I went and saw it, and it was fascinating to be able to get up close and see. I mean, he did have some Madonna clothes there because obviously he's done clothes for Madonna. And I was like going up, and you could see how he was creating the designs and it was just fascinating. I would just love it. I mean, people would go en masse.
I wish she would do that while she's still with us. But I feel like we're going to have to wait until the kids are using it to cash in. But I wish she would do it now and just embrace the legend status and be like, yes, I did all of this, and you little people can go and look at it for $50 a ticket, of which I will collect 30, and the museum can have 5. Yeah, I wish.
I mean, I think it's a good idea. I really feel like, regarding the jersey itself, I was skeptical, honestly, because I thought, well, I don't know, you just take it off and then you're like, and because I think about that moment in Truth or Dare where she's like, that was one of the worst all time ever. And then she throws off her clothes and, never thinks about it again. It's all the people around her who have to sweep all that up and go archive it.
Well, that's Tony's job.
Yeah.
Her I mean, that's why she has a wardrobe department for the tour, because that's their. I mean, I loved watching Tony Villanueva walking around at Celebration and grabbing stuff as she would strip it off, and it's on him, so I'm sure he's archiving that stuff, and
I'm glad to know it, because one day we'll get to see. I mean, just invite us. I mean, just like for an afternoon. I don't even need all day, just an afternoon. I'm sure. Well, I mean, I will wish an all day.
We can
but...
be consultants on what should make it in the show. You know, like, oh, you
Yeah.
need to have that Madonna.
Okay, question for the group. If you got permission to go to the archive, but you could only go for an hour, what era or part of the archive would you spend your hour in?
The earliest.
Really?
Like,
because I want to know
early
what
80s Madonna.
Yeah, I want to know because when did that start? I think that's where I want to know, like, because I feel like that's, is it anything from the time that like the Virgin tour? Like, is that where things started, or was it prior to that? Or was it, like, I want to know where exactly where people were like, oh, we better start keeping some of this stuff.
When did she start keeping track? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good thought, Liberty.
Jason,
because what about you?
Well, in order to do what you're saying, Liberty, somebody, if not her, had to really go, oh, wait, this is going to be forever. Like, like she had to have known at that point that she was going to be as big as she was going to be in order to start collecting that stuff. So I totally agree with Liberty, but I feel like the clothes in that era, a lot of it was thrift stuff. I think we know what the bracelets all look like and the crucifixes. I think she became more interesting when she started diving into more of the designer stuff. So maybe even around Ray of Light. I know she was doing designer before that, but like Ray of Light, the stuff that was being kind of created for her, the gowns, all that stuff, I think that was really interesting. I'd like to take a look at that because it'd be more theatrical, more interesting, the detail and the craftsmanship of the dresses. But of course, I always defer back to the 1980s. That would be super cool to see. But I don't know if I need to see the leather jacket from everybody in person. I wouldn't mind seeing the designer stuff later.
Ben, what about you?
Oh, do you have to ask? Like, I would go to the erotica era and girly show without question. I would start with the sex photo shoot. I want to see all of it, even what little clothing there may have been.
Two things.
But I want to see all the rings and the accoutrement from the photo shoot, that dress that she wears. I want to, all that fashion. I want to see the rain wig and the rain dress, all of it. I want to see girly show costumes. I want to see all that. That's where I would go.
I think, I mean, it just comes to mind right away. I think I would want to see bedtime stories stuff, just because it would be so fascinating to see like her faux furs and like for all the photo shoots and all the music videos that she did. Like that would just be, it was such a great style. That whole era was styled so fun. Like just that gown that she's running in Take a Bow, where she's with the shawl. I mean, it's so good.
And so much of that fashion is back in vogue. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised none of you want to see like the early 2000s tracksuits thing.
But
and the Ed Hardy.
Liberty, to echo what you're saying, I would be obsessed to be able to see the Desperately Seeking Susan jacket in person. To be able to see that in person, I mean, it just because it looks so beautiful. I would love to see that. That's why, like to just have a Madonna fashion. I mean, all right. Top five items from each of you. Which five? We could be here all night. What are like top 5 items that we'd have to see? Like, so cone bra would have to be one. Desperately Seeking Susan jacket would have to be another. Like, what are some like banner
Virgin
items?
wedding dress.
Virgin wedding
dress.
No, I want to see the jumper that had the titties out from the Jean-Paul Gaultier fashion show right before erotica came out.
Yeah.
I want to see the gold tooth. Oh my God.
The little erotica.
I think the Frozen video outfit of her, like Witch Donna.
Yes.
Like that would have to be. I mean, that Heidi look that she wore to the sex book premiere would be kind of fun to see.
I want to see that too. I want to smell it because I want to know what was going on at that party, and it'll be on that dress.
It would just smell like poppers and lube, Ben. That's all it would smell.
I hope so. And a little bit of skeet.
Yeah. I would want to see the Versace gown that she performed the bedtime stories at the Brit Awards. Like that would be beautiful. I mean, just any of the looks from the bedtime story video would be like fucking fantastic to see.
Oh, Oh, see, that's a close second to say the bedtime stories era, just so you can see the fashion from that video.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
the Academy Awards dress, didn't we? I mean, the Oscars dress.
Oh
when she went with Michael Jackson. That's kind of iconic.
Sooner or later,
the little doll from the erotica video.
The puppet.
The puppet. Yes, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What else? Has there been other like iconic outfits in her videos that like? I mean, obviously we could see like
the Human Nature.
That's why I said bedtime stories era, because that was like the Human Nature, that lycra or whatever it is,
latex thing.
Latex. Yeah. Thank you.
Or I don't ever need to see the Nothing Really Matters kimono again. RuPaul's Drag Race ruined that one.
Yeah, exactly. So many people have done it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would be fun to see like I love her jackets. So like, and like
wow.
the
white jumpsuit from
Don't
Confessions.
Tell Me outfit. Oh yes, that Liberty. That's a good choice. Yeah.
How about anything from Evita?
Oh yeah.
The Evita clothes. That was amazing.
I don't know. That doesn't. It's kind of like
I want to touch
I mean,
those.
it's beautiful, but you want to wear that. That's what you want to wear. You want to wear some of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I would love to see Virgin Tour clothes though.
Yeah,
you're right.
Anything. Live Aid, anything from that era.
Yes, the Prince jacket. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know.
Oh, the white outfit she wore at Live 8 when she did Ray of Light music and Like a Prayer. She looked so good at that show.
What about the orange crop top MC from Desperately Seeking Susan?
Oh, that was hers. Yeah,
that's good.
She must have that still, right?
Yeah, she's got that.
Yeah, she's got to. Oh, I know. There's so many. Like, I mean, we could do this all night. Like, just like
it's
outfits.
Just crazy to
outfits.
think about, because this is the dumb stuff that I think about while I'm like driving around. Because she has multiple houses, right? Like, okay, so but does she, when she travels, right? Does she take things from house to house, or does she just like get on the plane and go in her underwear in the new house? You know
Dolce
what I'm saying?
Gabbana just gives her new stuff.
Right?
That's like every time.
I mean,
she didn't fly to Milan with any luggage. Dolce Gabbana just gave her everything.
I'm so
Liberty,
simple.
I think she. You told the answer to that question earlier with your comment, because think back to the Ed Hardy era. We saw the same 3 ugly tracksuits in London, New York, and LA for like 4 years.
She's had the same winter coat since 2014.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. She loves to reuse her stuff. Don't think as though this woman is just wasting her money anywhere. She is reusing her stuff on a day-to-day.
Yeah, that's a testament to frugality.
Yes. How many times have we seen that one floral dress that she's had for like a bazillion years? Like, yeah.
What? The Love Profusion dress?
Yeah. Hasn't she worn that like multiple times?
Has she? Oh, I don't know.
I don't.
See, I feel like she does. Well, I mean, she's clearly wearing the bustiers over and over and over again. I mean,
oh yeah.
She loves the repeat outfit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would love to see the bustier from Reinvention Tour that she does with Vogue and Nobody Knows Me.
Christian
like,
Lacroix,
I would love that, even though I'm sure it's smelly and stinky, because she said that.
Do we think she has the sparkly black dress from the cover of I'm Breathless?
She must have everything. Like, oh yeah, she must.
Would Disney own that? Or Warren Beatty?
Well,
I wonder property?
if. Well, I was going to say, I wonder if some of those are in like not Planet Hollywoods. What's the Hard Rock? Hard Rock Cafes.
Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe.
Because a lot of the Hard Rock Cafes, she still has stuff in Hard Rock Cafes, and like.
So, but
is that her lending it to them?
That's what I was going to ask.
Probably, yeah. It's probably like her museum lend. Like she lends it, like lends a painting to a museum. Yeah, because
like I think I've seen the erotica performance, like the mask and
the mask. Oh,
the gloves with the fringe. I've seen those in a Hard Rock.
Was that when you got arrested for trying to break into the glass case?
No.
from
Who's That Girl tour? The
Liberty's being arrested, just be like all over me.
Only the one that hurts you could make you feel better.
Yes.
I mean, I would want to be arrested just so I could have a mugshot like Roberta in Desperately Seeking Susan, like, or like be smoking at like leaning at or no, doom, 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 doom. Okay, well, we're just at this point we're just wandering on
we're
anyway.
wasting.
We're just wasting your time. Sorry, everybody. That's our show.
They're all still tuned in, so they're
Okay,
just
well,
sitting at home laughing
thanks
at
for
us.
joining us as we meander down Madonna's fashion. What's your favorite item? People in the chat, if we don't.
Oh, they've been posting. Would you like to hear some of them?
See,
This has
shout
actually
out
been
a couple
it's
highlights.
been the most popular topic of the night. Hold on, let me scroll
See,
all the
that's
way
why you
back
have to
up
wait
to
around
get
to
to
the very
top.
end of the episode because sometimes these gems just come out of nowhere.
So the years that people wanted to see were a lot of people agreed with Jason and Liberty on the early years. Several people agreed with me on the Stephen Meisel erotica years. Several people said the Oscar dress, the Dita, and then they got into the specific things: the Dita mask, the Blonde Ambition ponytail.
The actual ponytail.
Yeah, the ponytail would be
the
good.
muddy jeans from the Don't Tell Me video.
Dan and Dean, D squared.
Yes.
The outfits from the Who's That Girl movie.
Oh, yes, that tutu.
The little monkey purse.
Yes.
Yeah, the headdress from Vogue in the girly show.
Oh, or the one from the Super Bowl performance. That would be great.
Yes. The healthy t-shirt. The big someone wrote the big ass diamond ring she wore on the Breakfast photo shoot. Oh yeah, I guess she was wearing like big costume jewelry. The bustier from when she appeared on Johnny Carson in 1987. Now that is a specific choice.
Oh yeah, her first.
The Keith Haring jacket from the performance on the bed when she sang.
That is in a Keith Haring exhibit.
I was gonna say, I think that is somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. The 1999 Academy Awards dress. I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
she always turned it out at the Academy Awards.
Olivia
the MTV Vogue dress. I assume they mean the Marie Antoinette. I'm assuming she thought. Oh, any outfit from Shanghai Surprise. She looked so good in that movie. Okay, that's specific.
I mean, she does look good. Yeah, for sure.
She did look good. Her little hair was like amazing.
I mean, anything. Like literally, I would just take all of it. Like anything, it would just be amazing to see in person.
Yeah.
I could, you know what, fashion wise in the archive, and even though this is in my like top 3 or 4 albums, I could skip the entire American Life section of the archive. There's just, other than maybe the outfit from the original video and the outfit specifically that she does that amazing choreo in the back hallway after they leave the bathroom, because that scene is sick. And the choreo is amazing, and she looks fantastic. But yeah, that whole era, I could skip it.
Yeah.
I think there's a few things that I like there. You know,
there's some nice dresses.
I would love to see the red dress that she does for the Confessions tour the backdrops. The Tina Turner inspired dress.
Ooh, somebody just said they want to see the yellow dress from Power of Goodbye. Wasn't that the VH1 Fashion Awards?
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's the era I meant. That whole era was so good.
1998, 99 was a good era.
The good clothes.
Wow.
That was a good time.
Except for the Drowned World video. That outfit was boring.
Yeah, well, it was meant to be. She was trying to be like.
But that brown dress that she's in for the Power of Goodbye, I'd like to see that.
Yes. I mean, come on. The like a prayer brown dress, the Express Yourself suit.
From the video, the like a prayer
just
slip
hang
dress.
up the white sheet that she wears in the Express Yourself video when the guy grabs her at the very end and pulls her.
All the lipstick all over it.
Yes, just that silky sheet. Come on.
That's another one I want to smell. 100%.
Remember, everybody, you can find us on all social platforms at MLVC Podcast. If you'd like to donate to the show, we're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast, or we're also on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee for our international listeners. If you've not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, tick that subscribe button. I can't talk anymore. Tick it, subscribe. You know what to do. Until next time, everybody, remember, only when I'm dancing can I feel this free. Jason, thanks for joining us tonight. Short notice.
Thanks for having me.
It was always a pleasure. And you 3 stay where you're at. We're going to just wave goodbye to the happy people at home. Goodbye, everybody.